Good morning, everybody. I do hope everybody can hear me. It's the first time I'm running myself. Good morning, you guys, and welcome to the Jon Snow-a-thon. Wait, are we on day 4 already? We're on day 4 already, my god. I am honestly pleasantly surprised at how far we got. So as you can see, we're going to be doing Pokemon Crystal. Actually, let me quickly reset the thing. A few things I should mention in advance before we get started. First of all, we're doing a Rocketless Randomizer, and what that basically means is we're going to be playing all the way to Lance, but we're going to use a very, very special ROM. This is the Speed Choice ROM. Basically a ROM for Pokemon that has been designed in such a way that everything is just fast. We've got a higher catch rate, we've got less weird encounter slots, which makes getting encounters pretty easy. The lowest encounter actually being a 10%. We will be having, we'll be skipping all of the boring rocket section, because screw boring rocket sections, we don't like that. So we're going to be skipping out on that one. We'll have better marts, meaning that I can buy repels very early. There's just a bunch of stuff like that. Now I will say, as with any randomizer, it's hard to predict how long this is going to take. I put out a weird random estimate hoping that it'd be about right. So we'll see how close we're going to get. So here, before we go into the game, we're going to get some options. We're going to purge the rocket section. We don't want none of that. We're going to get rid of spinners. Spinners are basically rotating trainers that rotate randomly. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to not nerf HMs. Those things are pretty good. We're going to turn better encounter slots on, meaning that the lowest encounter rate is going to be 10%. We're going to get the black and white EXP system just because it's superior to this one. Better early, or better marts, and I think we're pretty much good with that. I still don't know. I always doubt on whether this one's on or off. But I think we're good here. No, it is on, isn't it? It is on. I always doubt this. Whatever. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna pretend that this is fine. I do hope this is fine. So, yeah, let's start, I guess? We're gonna pick the boy, not because it's faster. In fact, it's actually slower. But screw being a girl. We're not a girl. We're boys. Also, I do hope the audio balancing is about right. I've got Mighty checking that. And, he'll be adjusting it if need be. I don't ever play as a girl Pokemon. It's about, like, over the course of this entire run, it loses me about, I think, 7 seconds on average or something. It loses a few seconds, but, whatever. Oh, you can see the very fast text, by the way. That's a thing. Got Horsey. Ooh, Vileplume. That's at least better. Oh, sorry, Pokemon. I guess Vileplume is the best thing we've got going for us here, so I'll be grabbing one of those. I didn't actually have to rename it. Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, most runners will always pick the girl. It's one of my things to never pick the girl, but rather just pick the boy at every point. That goes for the tournament as well. Recently there was a Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Bingo tournament. You might have seen some of that. And almost every runner always picks the girl, because technically, you know, it's faster and all that. It's not all that bad. But I was always the one to pick the boy. It kind of set me apart from the other runners. So I'm going to stick up with that tradition here, and we're just going to keep going with it. So now we're just gonna make our way to the next town. Early on, there's not a whole lot that I'm going to do. It's not very different from a regular game. I'll be killing some extra pokes maybe along the way. I'll be buying Pokeballs very, very soon. In an attempt to be able to buy some extra to catch some extra Pokemon. The Ice Punch on Vileplume is pretty good, I'll give it that, but I'm somewhat concerned about the rest of my moves. Okay, so this is where we're going to first stop at the mart. This is not something you normally get to do, but just for you guys. We're going to buy a bunch of Pokeballs. Because of the better marts thing, I could actually buy Pokeballs very early there. Now, I'm going to be looking for potential good mains, and there is one right here. Which basically just boils down to Pokemon that could potentially just be very good to run. Like, if it has a moveset, I might run it. Mirror move isn't great. Encore. Psych Up. Because of his Encore, I'm stuck with Clamp, but this thing didn't have anything. Crobat was pretty bad right there. Yo, feck, eh? I guess we'll just move up. In terms of what's randomized, the types and whatnot of Pokemon are still the same. But every slot, so every Pokemon itself has been randomized. How many grass types? Really is my seed at this rate. All of the items are randomized, all of the TMs are randomized, save for, I think, 2, Rock Smash and Headbutt. I think those are not randomized. I'm not 100% sure on those. What hatches here from the egg is randomized, enemy Pokemon are randomized, moves are randomized, who can learn what TM is randomized. The HMs is not randomized because every Pokemon can learn every HM. At least if I did my settings correct, which I hope I did. So let's move out, let's see what we find. I haven't really found anything for a good main switch, unfortunately. Nothing to really give me the feeling of, okay, this is what I'm going to be running. Because the Vileplume, though cool, is not quite what I'd like to aim for. Especially not with the moveset that it has. I mean, it really only has Ice Punch. The Drowsy has Mega Horn. Nice. Frickin' Drowsy. Okay, whatever. We beat it. Let's move on. Let's see if we can actually find something on the second trip. Ideally, if I want to main switch, I'll want to do it early. Just the earlier, the better. At this rate, decent chance that I might have to go with a Vileplume, although I'd really rather not. It just has too many weaknesses. I mean, fire moves, ice moves, just to name a few, and those are both very common. We get ourselves our supposedly first Pokeballs, but of course we already had a bunch. So this guy would give us a catching tutorial, but you know, we're experienced trainers here. Yeah, fire, ice, flying, psychic, ground, that's just too much for me. We can't be dealing with that. There's a lot of grass pokes on this way. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've seen a lot of good Pokemon, I'll give it that much, but... Yo, Ness. Well, this time it wasn't so much me. I think we've had a... From what I saw, at least in the submissions, we've had a fair amount of good runs. Yo, Mighty, sleep tight, dude. Thank you very much for all the restreaming. You did a fantastic job. Okay, so I'm gonna go on this route real quick. We don't normally do this, but I really need to start looking for a main. Sneasel could be good if it has really good moves, but... Aurora Beam Mud Slap. It's looking promising, at least. Now, there is one downside. It's a female Sneasel, and the thing in Gen 2, and please don't call me sexist on it, but the thing in Gen 2 is that female Pokemon, by default, have a... Nidoqueen. Have a lower attack stat than male Pokemon. It's actually a thing they programmed into the game, so there isn't much we can do about that. I was interested to see what moves that had, actually. They have a higher defense stat. That kind of makes up for it, but... It's, not a whole lot... Yeah, they have higher defense, but... I mean, defenses aren't that great for us. Okay, the only really interesting thing here, I think, is that Nidoqueen. I might catch the Tauros just to see what it has. I am seeing Ice Beam. I like that. Of course we do, Knight. Of course we take short runs. Just throw them in the next run submissions in Discord and be happy to see what you've got for us. I think the shortest run we've had is DuckTales at 10 minutes. A lot of special moves. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to run the Sneasel. I have my doubts on it, but I think I might try to run the Sneasel. Ooh, this could be good, actually. Electrode, if it has moves, is really decent. It's really fast, and that makes it... Oh, Headbutt! Nice. Okay. So... It doesn't have the moves I wanted, but here's the thing. It's a Headbutt Pokemon. And Headbutt Pokemon, early on, are amazing. You see, the thing is... a Pokemon headbutted from a tree is always going to be level 10. Right now, a level 10 Pokemon is really, really decent. If a decent poke with some moves drops out of it, it's almost always going to be runnable. Are there any other trees that I can headbutt along the way here? I don't usually get a headbutt Pokemon. I don't think there are. I'm gonna look for it, actually. Oh, that was Crobat's last move? Okay. So I've now seen everything the Crobat has. Yeah, I thought there weren't any headbutt pokes here. Okay, I'm gonna actually go back and headbutt some trees. This is a really awkward position to be in for the most, but I kind of want to see what it has, or what we can find. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves a poke. Let's see what it is. Ooh, if that has moves, that is fantastic. Oh boy. Okay, a Zapdos just fell out of the tree. That is, and it seems to have at least some moves as well. Come on, get in the ball, Zapdos. Get in the ball. There we go. I didn't see anything wowing in terms of moves, but we've always got TMs. I will take that. Okay, so what exactly does it have? Oh, whoops. Come on, menu please. What exactly do we have? Double Edge and Horn Attack. So we're walled by Ghost Pokemon right now. That's actually scary. The moves are really bad. That's actually scary because, like I said, we're walled by a Ghost type. It needs to learn moves. Can somebody check when Zapdos learns moves? I don't actually know that. Yeah, that's kind of concerning, the fact that we don't have moves. Okay, I need to think about how I want to approach this. Level 13. Okay, so we've got 3 levels that we need to get. If we can get past that, we'll be fine. Now, there is another downside, and this is a very important one, actually. You see, Pokemon like Zapdos, as in legendary Pokemon, have one major downside. They will not get experience as quickly as other Pokemon. Just by definition, they've got a much worse EXP curve, and that can potentially be troublesome. Now, I did get a pretty high early level, which is going to mitigate that a bit, but it is something we'll have to keep in mind as well. But yeah, that Electrode definitely coming in handy. Just the fact that Electrode had Headbutt. Yo, Cyberboy. Yeah, no, but Indy, it doesn't matter what attacks they are, because the attacks they'll be learning is randomized. So if it says Drill Pack at, God knows whatever, so for example, level 13, Thunder Wave, that can be just about every move. Yeah, so on level 49, he'll be learning a randomized move. Now, by level 49, I really hope to have beaten the game. But we'll see what happens. It could be Splash. We don't know. It could very well be. Okay, so 1-1, that's not useful. 13 is a useful chance. So we've got 2 chances. Hard Gold is good, I will admit. Hard Gold is a pretty good game. I really enjoyed Hard Gold back when I played it. Okay, so the Meganium is going to give us a lot of experience, which is nice. But yeah, realistically, like, what I'm going to be looking for is a special move. Now, I've got 2 more trainers that I have to do first. Once I get past those, I'll have at least 3 moves before the next gym leader. The one on level 13, the one from the TM from the gym leader, because that might be worthwhile. And then there is a TM in the next cave, in Union Cave. I can pick that up as well. I'm not gonna do anything about my health situation here because I'm planning to use Pain Split soon. Get a pretty much free heal. It should die in 1 hit. Okay, so now I'm on 6 HP, so I'm gonna use Pain Split on this Mareep. Ooh, the Mareep coming in strong. If Rock Slide is the move and Zapdos can learn it, that could be good. Perish Song. Perish Song is not what I want to see here. So now I'm going to be relying on one of these 2 TMs then. Try Attack, okay. Do I learn it? I cannot learn it. So that's unfortunate. Perish Song can be good, but only in really rare situations is it actually useful. Boomman, we're not doing song requests here. Okay, so 20 minutes for the first dungeon. Pretty slow, but very common as well. It really depends on whether you can find a main early or not. I wasn't really able to. I should have actually bought some repels, now that I think about it. Oh well, too bad. Not going back for it. Morning, Karoth. Okay, so none of these trainers are really going to be helpful. You can beat some of them early to get some levels, but I'm already pretty good on levels as is. Yeah, if I need to adjust anything in my audio, then just let me know. Now, I will say, ideally, we're gonna encounter some high-level Chansey somewhere that I can kill. Pichu isn't gonna give me experience. I'll kill it, but I usually just fight this trainer in the hopes of getting experience. Super fine, sounds good. I really had to mix it on the fly, so I wasn't really sure if it was going to be okay or not. I'm catching the Starmie because Starmie tends to be one of the widest in terms of variety in how good it can be. If it has really good moves, it can be a phenomenally good Pokemon, even if you catch it relatively late. To be fair, I kind of just forgot that it wouldn't go into my party. So, I guess it won't do much either way. Yeah, Starmie has really high speed, really high special. And as it stands, this Zapdos just isn't runnable. This is why I should have bought a Repel. Oh well, it's fine. So this is the TM I'm going to be looking for, TM35. The number is randomized. Oh, thank God. Okay, we got Crunch. Crunch is a dark type move, and it's a special move. Because the split between special and physical was still based on type in this gen, it's considered a special move, and it gives us a lot of coverage. We're not quite there yet, but this Zapdos is actually starting to become something now. At least we are not walled by anything anymore. I'm gonna keep that Revival Herb. And it's time we hit the Mart. Let's see. Star Piece, Mintberry, Leafstone. I'll sell the Dragon Fan, Tiny Mushroom, Protein. We're gonna use that to first and foremost buy a few escape ropes. We're gonna buy a bunch of repels. 5 should be enough. And I'm gonna use the rest to buy some super potions. Steel will still be a problem, that's true. But steel, luckily, is fairly uncommon. Not saying it's impossible for us to run into them, but steel is fairly uncommon. And at least with Crunch, we've got options, so that if I run into a ghost type, I won't be completely dead. I'm gonna drop off the egg as well here. I do want to check what the Starmie had. Okay, it didn't have moves anyway. Now there's 4 actually. 5. Skarmory, Scissor, Steelix, Magnemite, Magneton. So the chances of running into them is not all that high. About a 2%. Oh, Mewtwo. Okay. Hello, Mewtwo. Goodbye, Mewtwo. That Crunch coming in right off the bat. That's a lot of experience right there. Good stuff. Oh, we're frozen! Not like this! I didn't save before this fight, did I? Okay, we're gonna fix this. So 1 in 7 to break through. Okay, we defrost it. Good. Hecking freeze right there. Morning, Izzy! 6 even? Which one did I miss? Steelix, Scissor, Skarmory. Is Fortress steel? I guess Fortress could be steel. I didn't consider Fortress, I'll say that much. Another legendary. Well, again, it's good experience. Rocketless means that the entire rocket segment of the radio tower and the underground is going to be skipped. So in terms of Team Rocket, we'll only be seeing them in this little part down here in the Slowpoke Well. It basically just skips 20 minutes of just fighting rockets, give or take. Actually more, probably more like 25 minutes of just fighting rockets. Which, honestly, the rocket part is really boring. You don't want to do that. It's because of the ROM that we use, Ness. We're using a very special speed ROM, which has been specifically designed for runs like this. Okay, let's see what the last guy has. This one can be potentially troublesome. Okay, Staryu, that's fine. Yeah, that's also why you see the instant text everywhere. That's part of this of the speed hack. Now this is usually used for randomizers, being either for this or even more so for bingos. There's a lot of bingos going around for Pokemon. So the next trainer is actually a little bit interesting. These two actually give different Pokemon depending on which girl you talk to. So if I were to talk to the right one, I'd get two different pokes. Now in a bingo race, you can potentially use that to get a bit of an edge, because you might get information that your opponent doesn't. Most people will go for the left one, but occasionally go for the right. I usually do the other way around. I usually go for the right one to attempt to get lucky and get some extra information. Now, lucky for us, we're actually coming up on a couple really good moments, because after this gym leader, we're going to get another TM, which might give us another move. Now, if it doesn't, the next town will sell us 3 TMs that we can get. So I'm hoping to find our saving grace somewhere along the lines. Quickly, actually, yeah, I can berry up. Here we go, time for Bugsy. Starting off with Seadra, that's fine. I'll mostly be resorting to Crunch. Ooh, that Speedfall is kind of bad. Just because our special is a little bit higher. Did I just miss? I just missed. Interesting. I might be faster than this. Okay. Fast enough. You can buy 4 if you pick up Headbutt, but Headbutt will still be Headbutt, because that's a potentially... at least I think Headbutt is always still Headbutt. I could buy, or I could teach it, but Mega Kick. Yeah, the extra one that becomes for sale is the Headbutt TM. So the reason I don't really want Mega Kick is because it's like 75% accurate or something. It's got a really low accuracy. And if that wasn't enough, it's not all that special compared. It doesn't give me extra coverage. So that doesn't do anything for me either. It's not a good move. I don't feel it'll beat out what I already have. Not better than Double Edge. Luckily, the Drowsy from the rival at least won't be much of a problem anymore now that I have Crunch. Interesting that that still didn't kill. I kind of expected it would. I'm just gonna repel through the forest. By this point, I really don't need any other Pokemon. So, I'm just gonna just use the repel and hope for the best. Now, first things first, I have to deal with that Farfetch Fetch quest. I'm gonna do a slightly slower path so that I can get the Pokeball over here. I wanted to know what it was. Yeah, exactly, Karoth. It's just not worth it. Like, Double Edge, sure, it has the recoil damage, but the other side of Double Edge, at the very least, is that it's consistent. Like, I can work with that much more easily. I'm not gonna teach Cut to Zapdos, for obvious reasons. I'll just grab some items along the way here. I'm mostly just doing that for money. You see, now, most of the time that I would play this, I'll be playing a bingo. So I wouldn't really need... money is useful, but it's not all that much required. The thing is, because we're gonna go all the way to Lance, I want to get some X items later. And those X items I can only buy if I actually have a decent amount of money. On top of that, I want to check what the TMs are in the mart. So the more money I can get, the better. We're gonna pick up Sweet Scent here. This is always gonna be Sweet Scent. Not actually randomized. And thus we enter the third city, Goldenrod City. Now, first order of business as far as I'm concerned is we're gonna go into the mart, we're gonna check the moves, we're gonna get a bunch of X items, we're gonna sell some stuff, try and get set ourselves up for the rest of the game. I luckily picked up a full heal, so I don't need to use, or I don't need to rely on that as much as I would otherwise. It's reversal. Wait, that got randomized? Huh, interesting. Normally that's always Sweet Attack. Then Headbutt would have been randomized as well. Okay. I must have done something wrong in the settings earlier then. I'm gonna teach that over Horn Attack then. That's a fighting move, so at least it's a little bit of coverage. It may reduce steals HP from the foe, heightens the user's defense. It's not a whole lot of coverage. This is probably Leech Life. And that's probably something like Defense Crrool. Okay, I guess that'll work. Yeah, Plumber, we're still alive. Don't ask me how, but we managed to. Oh, right, whoops. So next order of business, we're gonna get probably the most crucial item in the game. The bike. Now, bikes are pretty good. I like a bike. So we're gonna select that and then just use it immediately. For good old time's sake, we're gonna get Kenya. If nothing else, this does actually allow me to get an extra TM. Shelter. You see, if you deliver the Kenya to the guy on route... I think it's route 32? He'll actually give you a TM. So we could potentially use that to get an extra one. But there's luckily for us, there's 2 TMs that we can get before we have to go for the next gym. HP up. That's a lot of money, HP up. Use that to buy X items later if I want to. Oh, that's such a shame. Flame wheel, but I can't learn it. Oh, I am sad about that. That could have been so good. Frickin' flame wheel. But I can't learn it. That my Zapdos is the only one that can't learn it. That rush of emotions right there. Like, one moment you're like, oh god, Flame Wheel. That is so good. Because Flame Wheel would have given us a lot of coverage. That would have been our Steel coverage as well, yeah. But here I'm gonna just rappel through the grass here. Because down here, there's another TM. Can't learn it either. Well, too bad. 2 TMs, but nothing I can learn. So on average, it's faster to fight this trainer, so we're just gonna fight him. Considering he has a Suicune, it's probably still fine. Considering he has a Suicune that just burned me, slightly less so. But still a lot of experience, so it might still have been very worth it. Yeah, Sacred Fire Mach Punch. That Suicune was something, alright. We got 2 TMs, but neither are useful. It's really unfortunate that we couldn't get anything out of that. Well, I guess we're just gonna head to the gym then. So this gym is gonna be quite scary, because I'm relatively low leveled by this point. This is the downside of the EXP curve that I have on this. Zapdos just doesn't quite get that many levels. So there's a chance that I run into something I can't defeat here. I hope that isn't the case, but there is a chance. We have X items though, so we've got a decent shot at this. Gonna save before Whitney though. Okay, Seadra, that should... Seadra has Icy Wind. That kind of sucks. Okay, he didn't go for Icy Wind, he went with Faint Attack. I am very much fine with that. Iggly buff, okay. Well, this is why we have Reversal, I guess. Or Reversal does barely anything. Okay, TM. TM, let's see what it is. This isn't 44, is it? 45, okay, good. I knew it was along those lines somewhere. Can't learn it. Yeah, I know, right, Pokemon. I mean, yeah, exactly. That Clefairy, though. Whitney's Clefairy is a pain because of Metronome. Yeah, luckily Miltank Stomp Flinch isn't all that common. But yeah, I hear ya. Of course, two Tiles of Grass here. We find a Murkrow. Okay, let's see what the Sudowoodo is. This is our first level 20 poke that we're going to encounter. I might catch that, actually. Don't know if that survives a double edge. Right now, this poke is the same level as I am, so it's potentially useful. It's a headbutt poke, interesting. Doesn't have anything though. It has Hydro Pump, but Hydro Pump isn't all that big. Meditate. I'm gonna hand over the poke here to get TM50, hoping to get a good move out of it. Is that Nightmare? Oh, Moonlight. Equally useless, unfortunately. This doesn't have any special, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Now there is one saving grace here. We're about to get Surf. It's randomized TM. All of the TMs are randomized. I could have gotten TM05 as well, actually. Good point. Well, too late now. Yeah, TM05 would have been an option as well. I could have gone for that. Too late. I'm not going to go back for it. Unless I really get walled by something. We're not doing all that great on time as it is, so... Yeah, usually that's Roar. I don't know what it'll have randomized into, but we haven't been very lucky with TM so far, so... Yeah, it's a good call. I could have gone for TM5. The thing is, 9 out of 10 runs, you don't go... Or actually, more even. Like, it's very uncommon for you to move down there to get TMs. You don't usually have to do that. It's just that my moveset this time around is so bad that I really want something else. Yo, wins. Okay, let's see what else we can find here. Okay. Get Surf, at least. One more poke left and we'll be getting Surf. At least that gets us a second special move and something that isn't not very effective against steel types. I hope I didn't mess up and that everyone can learn it, or at the very least that Zapdos can learn it. Okay, I did mess up because not everything can learn it, but luckily Zapdos can at least. Okay, glad that worked, Knight. Good to hear. Oh, right, I only have one. I'll repel through a later part, I guess. Or it doesn't have a high encounter rate anyway. Yo, Young, welcome, welcome. Okay, so onto a required rival fight here. I think I want to use an X special. You know, at least have something set up here. Plus, the Bulbasaur didn't look very scary. Yeah, it should be fine, Nick. There's not a whole lot that can go wrong. No weird server crashes like we had yesterday because, you know, I'm streaming this directly into the stream rather than using a restream. Yeah, that wasn't all that bad. So now there's a little bit of a cutscene down here, or there's two actually. First there is the legendary docks that we're gonna unlock. Now if you're actually a good runner, which I am definitely not, you would be able to recognize those cries and recognize from everything what it is. I'm not very good though, so I can't do that. If somebody does know, feel free to post them in chat. I have no idea. See, you know, I didn't come into this marathon very prepared, as you could imagine. I literally woke up with like, huh, I could maybe throw in this if we need a run. Because, you know, I noticed that we were rather short on runs for the slot after Link to the Past, so I figured, why not? Yeah, the Suicune we're never gonna encounter, though. Since that one's on a set tile. It's the other two that are generally interesting. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. We'll just slowly but steadily make our way to the gym leader, and then we'll work something out. Okay, so we got the special drop here, which is rather nice, and then into the critical. Good stuff. I'm thinking, do I use my max ether here? But I think I'd rather head back first. How many crunches do I have left? 3. Okay, it depends on what this guy has. It really isn't all that important, Pokemon, trust me. Ooh, extreme speed. I'll take it. The 25 move was extreme speed. Now I'm gonna head back to the center real quick. I wouldn't normally do that, but I really want to keep that max ether for the E4. Any experienced runner would probably be facepalming himself right now, but we're just gonna make it make do. Okay, Paris. I can probably set up on Paris. Gotcha, Indy. Of course, we get the speed fall. Hopefully that's not going to affect things too much. I should outspeed Pupitar, no problem. That's pretty slow. Lastly, Ladybug. Okay. Oh, I know, Karoth, I know. As with anything in this marathon, I wasn't very well prepared, so don't expect much. I mean, the biggest amount of practice I had the past couple of weeks, I guess, was just the fact that I ran in the randomizer tourney, where somehow I didn't get kicked out in the first round. Oh, that thing had a berry? Nice. Okay. That's fine. So normally, I just generally head straight for Chuck. The thing is, I have to do Lighthouse at some point anyway, so I might as well just do that first. Because of the randomizer to Lance, we're going to do that first. I have enough potions left, actually. Now, I could get strength already, but considering we just got extreme speed, I at least have a decent amount of coverage. I don't really need strength right now. I mean, we've got Surf, we've got Crunch, which is... Thank God for those two moves. Those were very lucky. Extreme speed is decent. Reversal, I don't like reversal much, but it can come in handy in case emergency. Who knows, we might still find like a move somewhere. There's a few that I can pick up later. By the time we get to the shiny, which is the what normally would be the shiny Gyarados, but can be just about any shiny in this, we can find 2 TMs around that area. The one that's usually hidden power, and then a hidden TM somewhere. I don't even know what that hidden TM is. So we're going to pick up those, we're going to see if that does anything. And then I might head into the Rocket Hada. Noctowl is Blizzard, okay. The Rocket area for what normally would be Thief. I don't know, it really depends on if I have a moveset by then or not. Okay, so we just needed to talk to her. That triggers us being able to get the secret potion in a bit. Nice body block there. Grab strength. And let's move on. The super repels. Yeah, because of the super repel, this is just a really quick swim to the other end. Now the scary part comes in here. These next two trainers both have really high level Pokemon. Or basically this entire gym is going to consist of a lot of high level pokes. There was Jessica, but the gym leader wasn't there yet. Jasmine doesn't go to her gym unless we've given Ampharos the secret potion, which I need to get in this gym. Also, we're gonna get Fly once we've beaten the gym leader here, so From that point on, basically the entire map opens up for us. In fact, there's actually a really cool strategy that we can do once we come out of this town. You see, once I have Fly, I'll be able to basically just go about just about anywhere I want. Including, because of the Rocketless part, the gym after the 7th gym, the 8th one, the last one. We can actually do the 6th and 7th gym after we do the 8th gym, once we've gotten some extra levels there. That does make the 8th gym very dangerous and very difficult, but we have options there. If I have a decent amount of moves by that point, I might head towards the 8th gym first, and then do 6 and 7 after. And then from then on out, it's just a matter of get to the E4 and beat the E4. Well, would you look at that? A steel type. Good thing we got Surf. I guess we'll deal with this through Crunch. Yeah, we could check TM05 as well. We've got a lot of TMs we can check after this. Where's my super potions? There they are. Houndoom is kind of good here. Like, first of all, I can use an X special or two to maybe set up on this, hopefully. He doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. And I've got Surf, so with the 2 of the X special, I hope I can be able to one-shot that. Okay, Hoothoot is fine. EMO1, let's see what it is. Water Cannon. I've never actually used that move. Or Water Gun. Never mind. Thought I read Water Cannon. I was like, wait, is that a move? I've never used that. Never even seen that. But Water Gun. Screw Water Gun. I'm gonna teach Fly. I'll teach it to Electrode, because why not? A flying Electrode, that sounds interesting, right? Yeah, Water Cannon, it might be one of those Blastoise exclusives moves, actually. I could see that be a thing. But yeah, the Flying Electrode, we've got that going for us. So we're going through the cave as that's slightly faster. Then we'll just make our way up here. Now I'm going to do things slightly different, in that I'm going to go to the left here. We don't normally do that, but there's 2 TMs around here. Which, you know, since I'm still looking for coverage, How about we do that just now? No, it's one further. This one. So then we've got one on the right over here, and one on the left, in the house over here. Sketch and Fire Blast. Ooh, we can learn Fire Blast. Okay, good. Goodbye Reversal. I don't mind that it's not 100% accurate and that it has barely any PP. It just did, Jessica. Usually an hour before the start of the run. So next thing is the fact that we're since this is rocket part only, or since this is rocketless, we're gonna get all of the items you would normally get in the rocket part here. I'm kind of curious as to what moves it has, just out of curiosity. Absolutely nothing, my god. So again, not normally something I do. Actually, I probably shouldn't be doing this to begin with. I really should not be doing this. I've done 5 so far, Knight, but 6, 7, and 8 are basically open for me. I'm literally starting to set up for the end part. Yeah, normally this place would be crawling with Team Rocket, but not so much here. Something like that, yeah. If you throw it live during E4, it's fine. And before, this was a complete waste of time. This was a complete waste of time. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is that I'm going to make my way to through Ice Path and towards the last town. Oh, whoops. This is not something I normally have to do in these runs. Okay, that was a very long way around, but I'm used to doing this in gold, where it's slightly easier. Make our way through here. Ice Path itself isn't all that bad. I'm used to doing it in gold, so I'm more used to that, but technically the crystal one is easier. Actually, I'm gonna buy some extra items first. I'm gonna get myself the last TM pretty much that I can pick up over here. And I think I'll be heading to the Goldenrod to check on the or to get some X items. Poison Sting. Good thing I didn't get that earlier. X specials will probably be more important here. I should be able to get return by now, right? Double team. Well, that was worth a shot there. What do I have in terms of PP items? I mean, I have that max ether, I know that, but I don't have anything else. Okay. I might actually pick up a few items later in an attempt to get the to get an extra PP item or so. An elixir or two would be nice. So this is the scariest part of the run. Pretty much because everything here is going to be several levels higher than me. Oh yeah, I've got decent coverage by this point. I'm more so looking for something that has PP right now. Like, if I can get a half-decent move with much more PP, that'd be quite beneficial. Oh no, I fixed that, Nick. I already fixed that. Yeah, it was 6 hours off when I got in here. But, you know, when I actually got to my PC, I had the time to actually do something about that. I don't have anything too big, do I? That's all 50 HP. Yeah, it was several hours off. But, actually, what am I worried about? I have Fire Blast. Don't know what got me scared on that fight. I knew I had Fire Blast. I should have just used that to begin with. Nice, I got the swag step there. You can actually get a second step there, basically. But it requires you to pretty much move perfectly. I got that. Yeah, luckily I managed to still hit with Fire Blast. Two trainers left. And then the scary gym is over, luckily. Like I said, Sita, it's already up to date. I fixed that quite some time ago. I'll go Fire Blast here. I wasn't sure if Crunch was going to kill. And I'll still have 2 Fire Blasts ready for the last gym. Yep, we're doing Gym 8 before 6 and 7. The extra levels will make 6 and 7 a little bit easier, hopefully. So we're taking a little bit of a risk by doing a harder gym first, but it can pay off big time. Maybe one day again, Nick. Yeah, I was recently rejected, so... And I don't really feel like submitting for it again. Kinda like not having to worry about that for a while. Okay, there we go. Flare down. Luckily, Claire wasn't all that scary. Now, there is a trainer here. You don't actually have this one in gold, but we'll see what he has. Fortress, okay. So again, Fire Blast gonna pay off big time. Bug Steel, so it's really easy kill here. Oh right, my super repels. Actually, I do need to be in the menu. So I have to teach Whirlpool and Waterfall. Waterfall to... I guess the Sneasel can learn it. Right. Right. Okay, I am an idiot. Good job, me. I don't have the badge to use Whirlpool just yet. See, I'm very smart. I thought of this. I've defeated the 8th gym leader. I can't actually get the badge. I'll grab a few items in this place, probably, in the hopes of getting an elixir or something. You're not getting the Dragon Fang here, Pokemon. That's gold silver, not crystal. Now there's another item down here that I can grab real quick. You'll see. Escape. Randomizer luck so far has been pretty alright. We found a Zapdos in a headbutt tree early on. That was a nice little gift. It didn't have moves for the longest time, but slowly but steadily we've been able to get it some moves. Okay, so now that we get to Jasmine, as you can tell, like by this point I have a lot more to work with already in terms of levels. Okay, I am fine with this. Do I have any... This thing doesn't have a single attack move. My god. Machoke just doesn't have a single attack move, like, at all. No, types are not Come on. Types are not randomized. Okay, there we go. Frickin' Crobat. Icy Wind, nice meme. So in this next gym, there's two trainers we need to defeat. The gym leader, of course, and then there's one trainer that normally is a spinner. Now, earlier on, we said that we would purge spinners, meaning that all spinners have become rotatos, which means I can avoid every spinner except this one. I'm guaranteed to hit him now. For races, that doesn't really matter much, because, you know, now at least, you know, everybody will hit him. I still have that Paracure, I do, right? It's interesting that he chose a Pokemon and then immediately proceeded to withdraw it again. Aren't we all, Plumber? Aren't we all? If the E4 goes well, by the way, this is going a decent bit under. I should probably mention that. Downside of randomizers, you never really know what to expect, and you know, when you get an early Zapdos like this, in a headbutt tree with 5 levels advantage over everything else. Well, I suppose it's a good thing that the game is still there, that you found it, and that it hopefully still works. But yeah, that's interesting, Plumber. Good job. 37? Okay, we will hit that probably on the way to the E4 or at the E4. The TM16, Sweet Scent, that's going to be protecting us from the harshness of winter. Oh, whoops, I double tapped. That's not where I want to go. Winter is coming. Very true, Indy. But supposedly, Sweet Scent is going to be protecting us from the harshness of winter. Okay, time for badge number 8. Unfortunately, we get to hear practically nothing of that theme, because it's actually a really good theme. Okay, TM24, last move we're gonna get here. Double kick, not useful enough. Let's escape rope out and head towards the E4. As I said, we're going a decent bit under at this rate. Yep, that's what you do in Crystal. I never said it was more impressive or less impressive, I just said we did something different there. That sounds like a fantastic idea, actually, and I should probably do that soon as well. So all these trainers in gold are required fights. In Crystal you can skip all of them, except for the last one. I am gonna go down here, grab this. The lucky egg, of course. Hold on, I'm going to actually equip that. Lucky egg means I get more experience. The earlier you get it, the more useful it is. Like this game is free if you get it really early. I remember at some point we did a randomizer and it was just before Violet City. So we all were crazy over leveled by the time we got to the Elite Four. It was kind of funny. Yeah, unless I get walled by the E4, 15-20 minutes left. Super underleveled, Plumber. No doubt about that. We're gonna try to work around that, though. The fact that I can find random encounters here will say enough. Like, I don't even repel everything away anymore. Okay, an extra max ether. That's really good. I needed PP items. I think I'm repelling everything but the highest level slot, though, so... guess it's not terrible. Yeah, I understand, T-Watt. I get that. Yeah, I'll be using 3 X attacks. Sunkern is like one of is the book with probably the weakest stats in the entire game anyway. A decent amount of setup. We ain't catching no Team Plumber. We've got a better strat. Also, this Lucky Egg is gonna help out a ton. Front should kill, and that's more reliable than Fire Blast at that point. Okay, so first of all, we got a few levels out of that. Second of, we're about to start the Elite Four. We will most likely sub 2. Now, we're pretty much guaranteed to sub 2 unless I hit a major wall somewhere. Oh, buy 4 of those. 7 of those. And the rest I'll spend on those. Could have probably sold all of my TMs actually. Bought a few more, but here we go. So this is the Elite Four. 5 trainers, or 5 Pokemon per trainer, 5 trainers total. The last one has 6 instead of 5. Okay, that's scary. Sand Attack is really scary here. Disable is fine. These misses could be really bad if I get a lot of them. If I get more than 3 misses, I'm gonna reset the fight and set up on Quilava. Because I'm rather short on PP. Iron Tail is my 37 move. Interesting. That's 2 misses. Okay, 2 misses. I can work with this, I suppose. Zeta, you're doing restream right now, right? Because if so, feel free to get Night's stream ready to go. Or at least get it up. That way I can just crop it in real quick once this run is done. It won't cause any interference. Or you're not? Who is then? Is Nick still? Okay, another one of these. Gen 1 aged rather poorly. That's the main downside about that Gen 1 as far as I'm concerned. It was a really good game for its time, but it just didn't age as well as most other Pokemon have. Like, Gen 2 holds up fairly well, even in this day and age. And then Gen 3 and onward does fine. Oh, the double Fire Blast miss. Okay. Well, guess we won't have Fire Blast past this fight, because I'm not max ethering that. That's fair, Plumber, but I'm just saying, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Gen 1 just didn't age as well as the others. And it's still a good game. But I can also understand people not liking it as much anymore. Okay, Barrier is fine. D-Shock is fine. Okay, so this time around I'll have to deal with this through Crunch. Krabby down. So far so good. Yeah, I have 5 crunches left, so I won't have to max ether before the start of the next, or before the end of the next fight. That's actually pretty good. Okay, on to fight number 4. This is going really well, actually. This E4 is going swimmingly. We're looking at a sub, or like at least a sub 150. This ROM has been going really well. You know, that's the thing with randomizers, it's hard to predict. This Parasect has nothing on me either. I can literally just set up plenty of X items. I'll just go for the full 6, why not? Drop an X speed or so to make sure that I actually outspeed everything. And let's go. Everything should be a one-shot with that many extra X items. Yeah, especially when that is his team. My god, what a team. Okay, I have to max ether crunch here. I have 3 max ethers? I thought I had 2. In that case, I'll also max ether Fire Blast. Full restore. Okay, so on to the last fight here. Time will be when I beat Lance. That's, I think, the official race timing. So here we go. Now, after the credits, we can still get some nice statistics and whatnot, so I'll wait out for those, and then I'll switch into Mole Mania. Okay, Leech Seed kinda sucks, but it's whatever. Here we go. So far, his team has been nothing at all. Jolteon is kind of cool, I guess. Oh, wait, that's Protect. Okay. Whatever. It lived. Okay, it actually survived that. Nice. I'm on Champion Night. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Like I said, we still have some nice statistics after the credits, so I'm gonna hold out with the credits. Give you guys a few more minutes, give Knight a few more minutes to get ready as well, and then we'll be switching into Mole Mania, which is bound to be pretty fun. We get our team here real quick, as any cool Pokemon game, of course. He's gonna tell us to look in grassy areas, of course. I mean, it's Oak after all. And then it's on to the credits. We just did some Pokemon Crystal math. Some good old-fashioned Pokemon. Yeah, we already did it, Knight. It's already done. Okay, let's get our statistics, shall we? Okay, game. All them special thanks and whatnot. Do it like this then. You see, this ROM also has a done button, which you'll get as this. So let's see, overall time in battle, that's all cool. 177 bonks, so that's a thing. Basically half of all the tiles we did was walking, and half was biking. 83 battles, 31 of which wild. We fled from 16 of those, so we failed to escape once. That was really early on with the Sneasel. Just over 100,000 total experience. Switched twice, that was mostly because of forced, or one of those was a forced switch, I think. 7 Pokemon captured, 10 balls thrown in total. All of the moves. 15 criticals of 199 moves, that's not a whole lot actually. I think that's slightly worse. No, that's about average now that I think about it. Almost 100k made, almost 75k spend. Didn't lose any money anywhere though. 33 items picked up, 123 bought, 11 sold. 23 times saved, and I had to reload once. So that's all in terms of statistics. And with that, I actually do not have a whole lot more to show you guys. I'll be giving it over to Knight with Mole Mania. Pretty cool run. I've seen it once before by a different runner, so I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. Guys, enjoy the rest of the marathon. I hope you guys are having fun. Hopefully I'll be back later. I'll probably be back later, and otherwise you'll be seeing me in chat. Yeah, have fun.